What is the most evil you have witnessed? 1. A friend of mine saw a man collapsing on the street. As a medical professional, she knew what to do, and started CPR when she realized he was basically dead. Others called an ambulance, and it arrived 15 minutes later. She continued CPR until then. The man needed surgery, but survived, and is alive today. This happened about 5 years ago. However, one of his ribs broke while she did the CPR. He sued her, and wanted a bunch of money from the woman who saved her life. Thankfully he didn't win, but that didn't erase what he did. 2. I had one of my kindergarten students try to unalive themselves in my classroom one day. She ran out on this little balcony every room has. I don't know why. Seems dumb, and I followed her. She looked me dead in the eye and said, "I want to die," before slamming her palms on the edge of the balcony in an attempt to hoist herself up and over. Luckily I was able to grab her before she got over. I talked to her mom about it and she didn't give a fuck. She very nonchalantly admitted to mistreating the child and didn't care about the girl at all. Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do about it, not in the US, as child services didn't really exist. 3. Saw a car crashed into a tree. When I went by I saw a person inside the car, stopped to help. The man got outside of the car in a rush and didn't want the police involved. After talking to him for a few minutes I saw something move under a blanket on the passenger seat. The dude had his friend with him, the friend got knocked unconscious and the dude hid him under the blanket so I wouldn't notice him. The guy needed an ambulance and I called one. He only did this because he didn't want to lose his driver's license. 4. My partner getting stabbed 7 times by a random stranger in the middle of a restaurant. It was horrific. After a week in the hospital with a collapsed lung and chest pump, a couple surgeries to get rid of the old blood in his lung, a wrist break and obvious lasting mental trauma, he's made a full recovery. It was traumatic to say the least. 5. I had a classmate who was special needs and frequently woke up at night screaming over trivial things. When he was 4, a family friend raped him knowing that he would get away with it since his parents would overlook it if he screamed for help. Thankfully that sick person was caught and went to jail, but people who take advantage of vulnerable people are disgusting.